Willie D Live.
What's up, family? Former Prince Andrew has been arrested on suspicion of misconduct related to the Epstein files. I ain't got no problem with that. Lock him up. Lock him up. Lock that uncivilized mud up. Yeah, fam. Ooh, man. File this under some things that I never thought I'd say. I never thought I'd see this day that a member of the royal family was handcuffed. Yeah, you can't see it, fam, but he's handcuffed. He got his hands behind his back, and that's not a formality. That is a necessary thing that you do to make sure that the criminal don't get away. What does this tell us, fam? Off rip, this tells us that other countries are taking these Epstein files a lot more serious than the country that it originated in. It tells us that these other countries are saying, you know what? Nobody is above the law. No matter how much power you have, no matter what famous family you are a member of, no matter what your bloodline indicates, you are not above the law. Here is a picture of his estate. This is the police posted up. They're collecting evidence. Here's one of the pictures that was in question. Prince Andrew hovering over a child. We don't know the age of her, but you can tell she looks pretty tiny. They thought they would never get away with this, fam. I mean, they thought they would never get caught. They thought that they would get away with this like nobody would ever hold them accountable. And I can see how. If you look around and you see the president of the United States, or you see businessmen who are billionaires, you see the most popular, most famous people that have a lot to lose, reputations that go beyond their existence, you're thinking like, man, this is an untouchable club. I mean, hell, if they start arresting people, man, the world would come to a halt. It would come to a halt because we are the people that move the needle. We run the world. We rule the world. Here's an article in the AP regarding the former prince. Former Prince Andrew arrested on suspicion of misconduct in public office over ties to Epstein. What a scene. Look at that, fam. What a scene. Yeah. The former Prince Andrew was arrested by British police Thursday on suspicion of misconduct in public office related to his links to Jeffrey Epstein, an extraordinary move in a country where authorities once sought to shield the royal family from embarrassment. It was the first time in nearly 4 centuries that a senior British royal was placed under arrest. And it underscores how different to the monarchy has eroded in recent years. King Charles III, whose late mother lived by the motto, never complained, never explained, took the unusual step of issuing a statement on the arrest of his brother, now known as Andrew Mountbatten Windsor. Let me state clearly, the law must take its course, the king said. As this process continues, it would not be right for me to comment further on this matter. I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that. Like, yeah, man, you don't really want to, say too much. You don't, because you might uh, put your brother in a deeper hole. But your brother, if he is guilty of what he's being accused of, he deserves to be in a hole. I'm talking about the type of hole that you can't get out of. Yeah, that type of hole that you know you go in and people look down and they drop flowers and hey man, that's it. That's it. So, question, fam, y'all think Trump next? Do y'all think? Is it even possible? Do you think there's a remote chance that Trump could actually be arrested and thrown in prison in the United States? Do you think that's a possibility? Give me a thumbs up if you think it could happen. Thumbs down if you say, nah, man, this old ragged ass country ain't gonna put that old ragged ass demon in jail. You know that. Give me a thumbs down if that's what you believe. I'll give you a few moments to think about it. Okay, time's up. Time's up. Time's up. Buckhorse, what's up, man? I see you, China Carter. Where you been, China? I've been watching you. I'm watching you. That's my girl. That's my girl. What's up? What's up, Sean Lunatic? I see you. Ray. What's up? Hey, what it do? What it do? What it do? Josh, what it do? Okay. Going back in, fam. Prince Andrew thought he'd never get caught up. So now that he's the first major player to actually be arrested behind these files, other than Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell, you gotta know the rest of them are shaking in their boots. They gotta be shaking in their boots. It is about time. This is vindication for Virginia Guthrie and countless of other victims. Nobody, and I mean absolutely nobody, should be held above the law. See, that's why you get a lot of people that'll just commit crimes who might not normally commit a crime because they're like, man, these motherfuckers ain't no better than me. They bleed and breathe just like I do. If they can do it, I can do it. Obviously, you can do it, but only difference is that if they catch you, you're going to be punished. These uncivilized mutts are going to look out for each other. They are going to look out for each other. So I am surprised right here that the Pedo Protection Party is not looking out for him. But he still hasn't been convicted. He's only been arrested, so he hasn't been convicted. So perhaps they'll, make up for it in the second half, during the trial or whatever. They'll acquit him because they really do protect each other. And that's the only way something like this could have gone on as long as it went on in the first place. They protect each other. And let me make this clear. Law enforcement was involved because anytime you have high crimes like this, law enforcement is invariably involved. Law enforcement, absolutely. When you look at the drug trade in the United States, man, drugs can't even come over here without law enforcement allowing it to come in. Drugs can't come over here. They can't get those drugs over here. Somebody got to take some money and look the other way. Somebody got to look the other way. Yeah. You mean to tell me that in the middle of the night, they can see a plane creeping through the airwaves and they can't detect a slow-ass boat in the water? Or they can't detect a ton of cocaine in a truck crossing the boat? Get out of here, man. Get out of here. Law enforcement has always been involved in high crime. Always, no matter what level it's on. Law enforcement has always been involved in high-level crime. A lot of us sometimes, we like to think about the Goodfellas and Al Capone and those type of days, the Gambino family, where they had the police in their pockets. It's bigger than just the police. Man, they got judges, they got politicians, they got the FBI, members of the FBI, DOJ, CIA, they got all that alphabet. They got all that covered. They've always been involved in high crime. Hell, you can look at the FBI, how they assassinated Malcolm and Martin and all of our other leaders. What they did to JFK. Law enforcement was involved in all of that. Yeah. This is how they get away with it. So I think what Trump is about to do right now is he's about to create another distraction. He's like, yo, man, let's go ahead and bomb Iran. Let's shift the focus again. Let's bomb Iran, because it worked a little bit with Venezuela. When we went in on Venezuela, it kind of worked. And then we started talking about Greenland. That didn't pan out, and Epstein files came back into fold. So what can we do now? Who can we kill? Who can we bomb up? Who can we arrest? Yeah. We're going to arrest anybody but the real criminals that's involved in these Epstein files. But I do want you to notice how these other countries are handling this debacle. I want you to notice. But the one country that is most involved, the country where this originated at, is not interested in bringing anyone to justice. In fact, they claim it is a hoax. They claim that it is a radical left made-up story. Yeah, that's what they're claiming. MAGA, my associates get arrested. Yeah. Now the Charles and the rest of the family need to let him suffer the consequences of his actions. Yeah. They don't need to help him. They don't need to help him at all. Let him languish in anguish. Yeah. He needs to be held accountable. Yeah. Maybe he'll start naming some names. But don't be surprised if all of a sudden he gets a wild hair and decides to, lay on the floor after somebody, put something around his neck and some video come up missing, and the COs that were supposed to be checking on him every 15 to 30 minutes just happened to take off and take a restroom break at the exact time that the footage is missing on the tape that they say is the time of the hanging. Remember, fam, the ones who are in leadership right now are the same ones who have lineage in the UK. They got lineage in Britain. They come from that bloodline. So don't be surprised if they start protecting. Somebody step up and protect, or somebody step up and say, you know what, this guy is a liability. Let's get rid of him. And I'm going to say this too, fam. Charles, he ain't clean. He ain't clean. He's not clean at all. Not at all. Ain't none of them fooling me. I don't trust none of them. I don't trust none of them. All of them in the same boat as far as I'm concerned. What we got over here? We got Cold Cane. Ray, Smokehouse Wings. Speaking of Smokehouse, I need to get my man Destination #1 in the nation on the line. Got an update with him. I need to talk to him and share that interview with y'all. I need to interview him real soon. I'm gonna reach out to him. Let's see, Robinette, what it do? King Jess. The U.S. is a fake state. Trump shows the world the U.S. is a fake state. Look at this dude right here. This uncivilized mud had the nerve to think he was better than all black people just because he white. Like food, it's a skin color. It ain't something you earn. It ain't something that you can't take that skin color and walk through walls. If you get hit with a bullet, you're gonna bleed. If your skin pierces, you're gonna bleed. If you don't brush your teeth, your breath gonna stink. Your breath is gonna stink. You wake up with sleep in your eyes just like everybody else. If you don't comb your hair, you're gonna look disheveled. If you catch a cold, you're gonna have to get some type of home remedies or some type of medicine to get over it. If you get bit by a snake, you're gonna need some antibiotics. If you get shot, you're gonna need a surgery to remove the bullet and to mend the wounds. Your ass can't fly with that white race. You can't fly with that skin color. You can't fly. You can't walk through waters. You can't walk through walls. You can't walk on water. Now you do some of that, then I'll say, yeah, man, you better than us. Any of y'all who think y'all better just because y'all got a different hue. If you could do that, I was like, man, hold on, man, he can fly. Shit, I'm scared of him. You know, they better than us. They can fly. Man, I wish I was white, man. Who wouldn't want to fly? You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, yeah, I wish I was white, man, because I can fly. They can fly. If I could fly, ooh, man. If just having that color skin could make me fly, I could walk through walls. I could live forever. Somebody try to shoot me, I could stand right there and say, shoot me. Shoot me all in the head and check. I just be taking it, taking the bullets. And I'll be like, man, yeah, you got something. But you ain't got shit just being white in my book, because what you got, you ain't earned. Whatever you got, the only thing that you can earn is hard work and your character. That's it. Anything that's related to your character, anything that's related to your drive, your skill set, you can claim that because you work for that. You earn that. But just claiming, just thinking that you better just because you got a different skin, man, you better get your ragged ass up out of here. You ain't all of that, partner. Yeah, somebody put a rope around your neck. If they put a rope around your neck and hang you, you are going to suffocate. You're going to die. That oxygen going to get cut off and you're going to die. So with all of that whiteness, it didn't save you in the end. Now, that whiteness could have got you up out of that hanging. When they put that rope around your neck and hung you, if it was some kind of way you could have slid up out that rope up from that noose and got on up out of there. I was like, ooh, I need that, man. Ooh, I wish I was white. Ooh, I need it. But it couldn't save your ass in the end. What could have saved you is better character. When messing with the little kids, you wouldn't have been there in the first place. Now put that in your pipe and smoke it and rest in peace. No more talk.